tryna stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's on, man, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I combine
EA Sports City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Dak going to start out going to the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points against us right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball.
Located in different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Kill.
Prescott now. And this one quickly to Lamb. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's going to be third down, a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Prescott on 4th down. Dancing to his left. That is caught. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 74 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this intercepted on the first. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First down, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
18 Cardinal.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Stroud now on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They run here with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
It's complete, and it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense already, because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Vikings.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Back to 60.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
19 Tiger.
3rd and goal, Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Stroud, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down at 7. Stroud to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jordan. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense
Jones has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Stroud working out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 69 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is down to 2. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And on the Cowboy first down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Cowboy 80.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19, 18 Cardinal, 8.
Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 33. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
60 by 6. Let's go.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Dell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 13 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game. He's got a man complete, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, 47. Kill.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go, Stack. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Stroud looking to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Out to his left.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Again, it's Stroud.
They'll roll him out right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now it's 2nd and 10. Prescott steps away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback. Even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Play 1, and Prescott to the air. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll buy some time right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Prescott now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Now Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of,
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
59 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's 2nd and goal from the 1. As they've got it as we resume action. Pollard again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
He's got it. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Lawrence from his end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And to throw again is Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chauncey Golston gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. On play action, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 44 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he is in to make it 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It got his man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 33. Prescott on 3rd and 2, flushed out right. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne. 45 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it,
watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we have seen in NFL history some punters that can also throw the football, but here, that fake punt, total disaster, leads to 6 points the other way.
Yeah, Brandon, a lot of quarterbacks, they used to do double duty as punters as well, and you as an historian of the game remember that. Nowadays, we don't see it at all. And judging by that throw, I don't think he's going to get too many more opportunities to put the ball in the air.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now Prescott rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jaguars force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 9-yard line.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. Down. They got him. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. A short throw there to Strange. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 83 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit they look to do here offensively.
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Etienne to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. They'll roll him out right. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They ain't think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses lately, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who's gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of oh yeah, I'm my daddy's son. time. Around that time, I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came in first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man, I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no dates, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I want the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hit, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the snakes slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far and it's the starving, this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time.
I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch how I work the hard.